I'm Corey Weeds, the Artistic Director of Jazz at the Bolt that happens every February here at the Shadbolt Centre for the Arts in beautiful Burnaby, British Columbia. Jazz at the Bolt started as a one-day festival that grew into a three-day festival. So this year's edition had an opening night concert on Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we take over the whole center here at Shadbolt, and there's music happening simultaneously in 3 different rooms around the center.
Hi, I'm Beth Southwell, and I'm the Client Services Supervisor for the Shadbolt Centre for the Arts. Between February 11th and 13th, we were able to welcome back our second Jazz at the Bolt Festival at the Shadbolt Centre for the Arts after a 2-year hiatus due to the pandemic. We were able to operate at 50% capacity and followed all the PHO guidelines throughout the event.
The involvement of so many people, especially this year, coming out of a pandemic, we were able to employ and engage with a ton of musicians, a ton of City of Burnaby staff, just all here working and experiencing live music after a period that's been, quite frankly, tough for everybody. And it was a real coming together of various teams to pull off what ended up being a really fun and really inspiring event. Thank you to Factor Canada for making this happen, because without Factor Canada, it probably wouldn't happen. And I'm so indebted to the support of them, and it's phenomenal.
25 volunteers helped support us throughout the weekend for the festival, and the center was buzzing with happiness from staff, patrons, and musicians. So this year we had Amanda Tossoff, Jody Prosnick, and Ostara, which were all female-led performances, or Ostara is an all-women's group. Really exciting to see some new direction happening in the jazz scene since it's predominantly male. We here at the Shadbolt offer classes, music classes to all students, and we want to see children develop and adults develop their creativity. And so by having familiar faces on the stages of women in the jazz scene, diversity in the jazz scene, it really opens up the floor for people to imagine themselves in those positions.
So when you have a place like the Shadbolt, which not only can host musicians, but can host a number of different bands all on the same day, sometimes within minutes of each other, it's an incredibly amazing thing because it allows you as a musician to get your music out to the people, which is what you want.
The show was great. It was a nice venue in there. It felt kind of intimate. We were kind of free to move around if we wanted to, but we kind of stayed around the whole time. It was just so good.
The arts are underfunded, and I think that having venues like this, sponsored events like this, is just a good way for people to access art that otherwise wouldn't be happening due to financial restrictions.
There's just so much to see, and if you're a student, we got a discount, which was really nice, and it's a full day of live music, so you can't really go wrong.
Hi, I'm Ron Dinette, and I am a local Vancouver drum manufacturer, builder, designer. The value is evident. These are the arts, and I think it's become, based on my own personal experience right now, coming to see this show in particular, after 2 years of COVID, I think it's hugely important for a whole bunch of reasons, not the least of which is it's good to get back and hear music again. And in this very warm, inviting, intimate environment and setting, it really does focus on the music and the artists. So, and it's great to have international artists, but there's so much local talent that is present here. So, I myself, I volunteer basically 4 days out of my work week to come here, support. I do everything I can to support it, and I think that, funding this sort of event it's really important.
My name is Susie Navarez, and I am the Production and Technical Services Coordinator for the Shadbolt Centre for the Arts. I would like to say thank you to the city for allowing us to continue and do what we do in the reduced capacity that we've been doing over the last 18 to 24 months. It's meant a lot to the people who work here to be able to create in some sort of fashion, to be able to earn their living. Live streaming has been, I think, a great outreach, a great way to connect with those who are shut in our community, who don't have the ability to come out and be part of something live.
We look forward to continuing this event next year with full capacity and sold out shows.